Previously on the Lineage of Moonreach, I had taken my cohorts to the Soulforge itself, where I showed them that they could rearrange some of their gear, find out the magical properties inside of them, like I've been doing for several months. We did exchange some items. Ura got like a new cup. Pinwin got a new shirt that was really beneficial. And we learned that Wirecrag doesn't really like other deities or other forces of great power, so they weren't able to unlock the full potential of their own weapons. Knowing that, we returned to Wolves Rest, where we found Willem ankle deep in diplomatic affairs. The Queen of Rothia had, much earlier than we anticipated, shown up and tried to broker an armistice that Willem wasn't keen on. Having told everyone about what the weapons do and their abilities, everyone started unlocking stuff. Willem found out that his bow could unlock the secrets of the manor. Pinwin's bow is much cooler now and does other weird stuff. And Gorbel was in the middle of finding out what her sword did when she just disappeared into darkness.
The D20 Syndicate presents The Lineage of Moonreach. Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Happy November!
I object.
It's
What do you do?
thankful month.
What is the
Sustained.
reason for the objection? You had a
It wasn't me who wasn't keen on her armistice. It was the other way around.
overruled. Move along.
Sustained.
You're
A
stain.
weekly Dungeons and Dragons 5e actual play podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth, and around the table of the internet, we have our players.
I'm Billy, and I'm a lawyer. I hold you in contempt of court.
And also plays Willem.
I'm Tomas. I'm the stenographer, and I have a bone to pick with Seth because, first of all, you're an asshole.
Stenographers can't talk.
So during this, that's true. I fucked myself.
Prerequisite.
Wait, are you
They have their tongues
are you
ripped out.
interrupting the flow of the introduction?
Yes, I have to bring this up because I used my BAM card early on in this final arc, rescuing Lance from certain destruction, and you wait like a coward for when I can't be in the episode and you kill him. What is your problem? Answer for your misdeeds.
Overruled.
Okay. I play Tomar.
I'm Lindsey, and I'm the rivaling stenographer.
I only write the funny stuff.
For some reason, there's two, and I'm just across the room, like, looking at him like...
Duel of the Fates.
I got way better Guam, baby.
Super intense action music in the background.
That sounds like an anime.
Yeah. But I'm I play Pinwin. There we go. I was gonna say I'm Lindsey. again.
I'm Pinwin, and I play Lindsey.
Truth. Yeah.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Gorbel.
There
That's
it
right.
is.
Each week we record for your listening pleasure and argue about what role we are in the courtroom. And I am the judge, jury, executioner, and also the guy who makes comments in the background like, "Ha!"
There's a lot of... Okay. Okay.
That was a good retort, yo!
Send him to jail! Sir, this is traffic court.
My
Send
mom
him to
said he's
jail!
guilty.
Nice ponytail, idiot. Send him to jail!
What are all these white wigs about?
Oh shit, I got transported back in time again!
We're idiots.
Anyway.
Our courtroom
I
sounds
never
awesome,
shaved
though.
that sandwich.
Do you guys bring your own powder, or do you all share?
It's communal. All right, so, God, I hope this is not your first episode that you're listening to, folks.
I kind of do.
But yes, we are a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. We are, constantly riffing on, other hilarious things as you just witnessed with your ears. And so stick around. It's going to get worse.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's do it around the campfire question. How about that?
Okay. That sounds like
Do it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I object.
Now it's time for tonight's around the campfire question. That was anticlimactic.
It's too early. I can't make an owl sound.
Classic owl noise. So for tonight's around the campfire question, I'm going to ask each of you, what is something that you hold dear, like a keepsake or a memory from your home? Something that has value to you, whether it's just a favored memory of yours or if it's a literal object from your childhood. I want you to tell me about it. And we're going to start with Willem.
This whole time I've actually had the lineage stone of Moonreach.
So suck
Calcifer.
it, Calcifer.
Yeah, Calcifer stole a decoy.
That'd be great news.
So, yeah, I just held that. Been playing that one real close to the chest.
It's a ho-ho.
Sorry. And I just squished it.
Lineage stone. No! Yeah, it's delicious cream filling.
We do have the
It never
lineage stone now,
expires.
though. At least that's something.
That's true. That's something. I'm gonna go with the cop out answer per usual. Other than Kariki Anj, which I got much later in life, Willem's kind of shed all of his ties with his childhood life, trying to reinvent himself or be born from the ashes that was Moonreach
Gosh,
into
Willem.
something stronger, better, faster, elfier.
Are you okay?
He's just in the booth like,
I'm more aerodynamic without emotion.
It's dead weight. Love is just dead weight.
he drops the E. Now it's all motion. Gorbel.
So before we blew it up, I was working at the tavern in Moonreach as a child. And since that was my first job, and since that was kind of where I was really living for that last little period in Moonreach before we became adventurers, after we blew it up, I took a little piece of the building. Just a little charred
Aw.
piece of the wood.
That's
Yeah?
fun.
Yeah.
So you just have a bit of wood in your bag?
Yeah.
That's not the weirdest thing that any of us have in a bag.
That's true.
That's true.
I don't know. That's pretty weird.
Yeah, that's probably the most mundane thing that someone has in their bag.
The most innocuous.
It's just a little piece of where I come from. Get over it.
I will.
Yes, Seth.
Pinwin.
So, I mean, there were a lot of different treasures and things from my home. My home did get a little ransacked there at that one point, but before that happened, I kept a to-do list up on the wall of like a life to-do list. You know, you have one of those. Yeah.
I don't, but sure, go ahead.
Okay, whatever, Sky Guy. So, well, I have, and I made it when I was little, and it had all these different things on the to-do list, and since then I've gotten to cross a lot of the things off, so I've just kept my to-do list with me to remind me that I'm living my dreams, you know?
Is there anything on the list you have yet to do?
I mean, like, so one of the things was like, so it said to eat a lot of things, and I physically can't do how much it said. So I tried, but it didn't go very well. It was a lot of turkeys. Just trust me, I can't.
I trust you.
And I don't know, a few other things. I don't know. I'll have to I'll have to take it out of my bag when I'm not in the booth, and then I can tell you later.
Okay. Tomar.
feel like something weird just happened in this booth. My dad, as most people know, used to run a Moonstone shop where he
we know.
made fine jewelry and items out of Moonstone. That was mined.
I swear to God, if you say you took a charred piece of wood from his shop.
No, I take cool items that have value and use to them. My dad had this belt buckle that was solid Moonstone on the front. Like he made it look so like it was floating and it wasn't fastened at all. Like there weren't any grips to it. It was just like a really refined, hyper polished, rounded belt buckle that was Moonstone, and it looks really cool. But I don't use it on my armor. I just keep it in my bag. But it's just one of the things I really liked because he spent a long time sanding it down and getting it that nice mirror sheen that it has.
Very nice. All right. Shall we get started?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
So, when we last left off, the group of you were standing just near the harbor, and you had been ascertaining the ingredients of your weapons. And Gorbel went to activate her Wolfblood blade and was suddenly surrounded by a dome of shadow and then disappeared. Gorbel, the last thing that you saw before we ended the episode was you were walking in the plane of He Who Sits on the Throne of Vines, which, as you'll remember, was the position taken over by Lewin. Now, it's a large field full of flowers and rolling hills, and the sky at the time looks like it's getting close to evening. It's late afternoon, but you had approached the throne, and as you had, the throne of vines began to unravel, revealing, as it slunk into the earth, I
think it's slank.
Slinked.
Slunk.
If we're doing the Anglo-Saxon, it's slanked.
Slonked.
Slonked.
Schlankenspiel.
Into the dirt. And
Sorry.
as it schlankenspieled into the dirt, revealing a familiar seeming golden sword pressed halfway into the earth onto its blade, right where the throne had been. So we will pick up with you, Gorbel.
I want to touch it.
You're gonna reach out and touch. You're gonna touch the blade.
Reach out
the
and touch
handle,
the
not the actual blade.
You
Fair
cut
enough.
your hand off.
Sword safety.
All right. So you grab the handle.
Yes.
As you do it, very easily, like without any pressure at all, begins to slide out of the earth.
It's easier than I thought. Does anything happen to it? I pull it out.
Okay, so you pull it out, and you feel like this warmth kind of permeate your body, kind of like just a really rejuvenating feeling. And there's something very familiar, like just a nostalgia associated with this blade.
Does it look like the wolf blood blade?
It does not.
Okay. Okay, I give it a few, I swing it through the air a little bit. You know how somebody who knows how to use a sword.
There's a bunch of invisible people around you, and you're oh no, shit.
You swing it around, you test it. It seems very well balanced. It's definitely something you can use with one hand. Maybe even lighter than it seems. It's almost easy to wield it around.
Can I pinpoint exactly where this feeling of nostalgia is coming from?
Give me a wisdom
I hope.
check.
Gotta make a WAS save. Was it Rob Roy where Liam Neeson grabs the blade of the sword?
Yep.
Yep.
It was like
Badass.
a rapier, I guess.
Yeah.
But still, Jesus, dude.
I'm sorry, did you say save?
No, check.
Oh, I don't know where I got that from.
I think Billy said Waz save.
WAS. Sorry.
Rob Roy was a badass.
Sorry, Wasdom. My apologies.
My sincerest condolences. It was a WAS.
I don't know why he couldn't like how tight of a grip must he have had?
Right,
If you
like
couldn't just
he have
pull
just
it out.
been like,
Yeah.
and just fucked him up even more?
Like I
Yeah,
don't see
I've
any
always
way
thought that.
where that wasn't possible unless
Yeah,
he
no,
like,
Tim Roth should have had that fight in the bag.
or he could have just dropped the sword or
Right.
anything.
Yeah. Just pull
Anything
an Arya
else.
Stark.
Anything else but like look pissed
Anyway.
off and confused.
14.
14.
Yes.
Okay, so with a 14 WAS save or check, you just are able to sense this like glimmer of a memory where you just see this sword hanging off of the back of a large individual, but the memory is very, very old and it's indistinct. It's just this, you've seen this sword before and not just in the memory. You could probably surmise that whatever baby Gorbel remembers about her father, this may be it.
Oh, this is a baby Gorbel memory.
Potentially.
Okay. Well, I start thinking about how Lewin's not around, and that seems odd. So I'm gonna kind of wander around a little bit looking for her.
Yeah,
And-
give me a perception check.
Great.
She's in the bathroom.
And also I'm going to be kind of looking around the area, seeing if I can find, like, maybe another sword?
Ooh.
Or other treasures?
Okay.
Seth, if you killed Lewin, I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh.
What are you gonna do about it?
Why would you be
12.
mad? You abandoned her.
12?
But
It's
then
a
I
12.
became a god.
You don't see much of anything other than the vast fields of flowers. Yeah, it looks largely empty, and you don't feel a presence of any kind.
Well, how do I get out of here?
That's a question that you probably don't have the answer to at the time. You might have to figure that out.
There's a door over there.
Well, shoot. Okay. There's not much I can do. I yell out for Lewin. Lewin!
You receive no response.
Well, I'm not sitting on the throne.
It's gone.
Oh, no. Do I still have my wolf blood blade?
You do.
I pull that out.
Okay.
I stabbed myself.
You notice that when you pull the Wolfblood blade out, it seems to have a curious connection to this golden sword, as if, almost as if they're kind of drawn towards one another.
I touch tips.
They friends.
Whoa, haven't you
You-
not seen Ghostbusters?
You find that touching the tips is an attempt more than an actual success,
Ooh.
as
Oh, it's magnets.
It's magnets.
as the tips near each other, there seems to be like a gap where they just can't touch. Something repelling them.
Can't touch.
Do you guys ever spend a lot of time like forcing magnets to touch?
Oh,
Even
all the
okay.
time.
I did a lot when I was a kid. I thought I was a genius scientist that had figured out the shape of magnetism because I was like, oh my god, it's a dome.
Magnets are actually a big early learning center. That like there's a lot of science exploration in there.
They're fun. They're cool. It's like
They
magic.
are super fun.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you see that, and
I'm sorry. So they can't touch.
not,
Okay.
not fully.
I try the butt end of them.
Same thing happens.
Okay, can I investigate this? And
Yeah, give me an investigation.
I never investigate.
Until today.
We're utilizing
imagining
all of
the
your
whole-
worst skills right now.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
episode is just Gorbel investigating this phenomenon. I don't get it.
Oh, suck. Ass.
Oh no.
That was a 1.
Oh.
6.
You forget what swords are.
You take a
These
bite.
Hands?
Yeah, you eat it.
Yeah, you can't really figure out what the deal is with these swords, but there's something magical about them.
Okay. Well,
In your investigation, you try to remember how you got here, and you think that perhaps, however you got here, might lend to how you can get back.
okay, well, I start wielding these swords around, one in each hand.
All right?
I have the space to do so, correct?
Correct. You have a lot of space.
Perfect.
But yeah, you just
Does it
are
look
kinda
super
like
cool?
swiping it through the air. Give me a performance.
Oh, I don't know why I I was reading something and I thought you meant like actually do it. So I was like,
I'm like, all right.
PG-13. PG-13.
oh, this is gonna be good. Okay. That's gonna be a 26.
Okay, so if anyone were to be able to see you, Gorbel, they would see you like flailing around. No, they would see you. They would see you artfully, like leaping through the air, swiping, practicing forms that you've learned, and doing a pretty damn good job. It would be like a pan camera that would like kind of switch around you as you're doing it, a little bit of wind rustling your clothes and hair. Looks
Sounds
pretty
awesome.
epic.
It's like Tai Chi meets Cirque du Soleil.
Exactly.
It's just
With
Mac's
swords.
performance from the season finale of It's Always Sunny.
All right, so I guess that doesn't do anything except make me look awesome. So I think back
Do it
on...
again.
I just
I
keep
do
doing
it
it
again.
until I wear myself out. Okay, so I'm thinking about how I got here. I bonded with the sword. So I hold them both in my hands, and I don't know if that's going to do anything if I recite that little bonding saying.
You can try.
Well, fine, I'll try.
There once was a man from Ravenmoor.
And I just thought of Bly Manor.
I can't remember. Oh, is it Wolf and Thorn?
Yep.
Bone and okay.
Bone and
Thus the
buds.
dark brood now is made.
Yep, that's the one.
Okay, so I hold them both in my hands, and I recite the bonding saying. We'll just see what happens.
Go ahead and say it.
I'm doing it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Hurry up.
Shush, guys.
I can't recite on command.
Stop looking at me!
Wolf and Thorn, Bone and Blade, thus the dark brood now is made.
A shadow cone, or an orb of shadow, moves around you in this space. And once again, you watch as the large, hairy hand comes out, and you feel this heat on your chest. And you hear, forward or backward.
I guess backward.
The rest of you,
Shit.
you watched Gorbel disappear, and then a moment later, something strange happens. Yarfrey/Whiskers, who is standing near you, suddenly had this look of shock on his face, and he reaches out to you guys, and it's very strange because you've never seen Yarfrey look terrified before, but this is clearly horror on his face. And all of a sudden, he seems to turn into shattered pieces of himself and disappear.
Whoa, no.
What?
I just got my uncle.
Shit, what happened?
Where's Gorbel? Where's Yarfrey?
Did I do it?
Pinwin, try and reach out to Yarfrey.
Okay, I'll try casting Sending on Yarfrey.
Okay, and what are you going to say?
Hi, Yarfrey. It's me, Pinwin. Are you alive and okay? Where are you? Love, Pinwin.
Well, every single message, I love Pinwin. The pixie leaps off of your shoulder and disappears. And then after a moment, returns and whispers in your ear, hello, Pinwin. It is me, Yarfrey. I am gone. I am not sure what happened. Must select a new... And then that's where the message ends.
Man, you would think
A
that
new
a
save
fucking
file.
ancient dragon would know how a fucking spell works. Damn
Select a
it.
new what?
What did
Save
it say,
file.
Pinwin?
It said we have to select a new, but I don't know what's new.
Is Yarfrey okay?
He said he's gone.
Gone how?
Where?
I don't know.
Yeah, gone where? What?
Mission?
What does he mean?
Who
I
said
don't
that?
know. It was so cryptic. And he didn't finish his sentence. What did he
Does
mean?
he mean
We needed him, right?
Yeah.
Ura, are you okay?
Ura looks up, very shocked. I do not feel Master Yarfrey's presence any longer.
what is it that he was trying to tell us that we need to select? Select a new what?
I am not sure, but perhaps if the message ended, something tried to stop the message from being received. The only thing that Yarfrey, Master Yarfrey, ever said, the only thing that Master Yarfrey ever said about selection was that one day he would need to select a new rune master.
Oh.
Do we need that? Like, do we need a rune master to do anything? Like, we're just fresh with all this rune stuff.
How do we select a rune master?
I do not know.
I shake
However-
her up. Why don't you know?
Usually the previous rune master is the one who selects the next. And if they die while they are a rune master, the universe chooses. I do not know why anyone else would need to, nor how to do so.
Is he dead then, or is he just displaced?
I do not know. I do not feel his presence.
Why don't you know?
Is there a line of succession that we could follow?
What about Lance? He's tied to Yarfrey, right?
At that moment, Gorbel reappears. Also, give me a perception check.
Us?
Me?
Everyone. Well,
Lance is
except for
dead.
Gorbel, you probably too disoriented.
That was a bad perception check.
Where are you guys? There. Hi.
14.
12.
29.
Okay, Tomar and Willem, you hear a loud like in the distance, and Pinwin, you see, you said 29?
Mhm.
All right, you see the silhouette on the other side of the city as a black dragon flies off out of the city and off into the distance.
Oh.
Gorbel, you have arrived.
Gorbel, I think your sword is evil. Yarfrey is dead or gone or something. As soon as you used that thing, now he's gone.
Did you see Yarfrey wherever you went? Where did you go? What happened? How did you use this sword? Where were you
What is that
gone
other
for a
sword?
longer
Why
amount
do you
of
look
time
so
than what
cool
you were
with two
here?
swords? What's going on?
Why do you have another sword? Why are you a sword magnet?
Where'd you go?
It's funny you say magnets because look at this.
And Gorbel tries to press the tips of the swords together, and they don't touch.
That's super cool, Gorbel,
Slap
but
her
did you
out-
not
slap
hear
it out of her hand.
Yeah, did you not hear any of the shit we just said?
Okay, well, I don't think I
Tomar
killed.
shakes Gorbel.
You don't even listen to me.
I don't think I killed Yarfrey.
You don't
Kills
think.
you until proven innocent.
But
So-
if I did, I'm
When you disappeared, you disappeared into a mist of shadow, and then Yarfrey looked all scared, and then he like dissolved. He disappeared. He's gone.
Oh. Okay, well, I don't know about all that, but I went to the realm of he who sits on the throne of vines.
Did you see
and
Lewin?
Lewin was not there. I could not find her, but some vines like melted away, and then I found this, and I hold up the golden sword.
I just look at it and I go, Lewin?
Pinwin recognizes it, doesn't he?
Yeah, Pinwin, you would have. That looks remarkably similar to the sword that you saw in that vision.
Hey! I do know that sword.
Wait, you know this?
I totally don't remember my vision.
You and Gorbel both went and saw her dad fighting Aro and stuff back in the past. That was the sword he was using to fight him.
Also,
yeah, but
while
I
we're
can't
doing-
remember it for whatever reason.
Yeah, also
I mean,
my
it's
bad
your
perception.
dad.
Yeah, so your dad, he had it in the vision, you know?
And I guess I should specify. You would remember that vision, but you also it resonates with you from that other memory as well. So you would remember it from that vision.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. I figured that. Sorry. I guess I figured that was.
I'm so used to having to play dumb about everything.
Sorry. That's on me. That's on me.
Well, duh, it's from my dad.
Dad
Obviously.
Also,
Obvious dad sword.
any chance you guys, did you see the black dragon leave? Roach's dragon?
What?
Roach's dragon flew away? That's weird.
When?
Just now, when Gorbel came back. Gorbel, you didn't see them at all, did you?
Yarfrey?
Or the Chaos
Vocha.
Company, Vocha?
No, I didn't see anybody in there.
Well, we gotta go see where they went, or I don't know what to do.
Why did
Now
we
Lewin
lose
is missing.
everyone?
Should we try and contact Lewin to see if she's not disappeared too?
Have you reached out to Yarfrey?
Yeah, he responded. He said he was gone and that we needed.
To select.
And then he stopped talking, and then
Yeah.
Well, obviously he's gone. He's not here.
New plane, who dis?
Ura said he can't sense him anymore.
They
So he
can't
means like
sense them.
gone?
I don't know how dragons be working up in here, but
And what about Lance?
well, I was gonna say about Lance, he could be the new rune master because Ura said that we might need to find a new rune master, and he was tied to Yarfrey. So
Otherwise, I mean, Ura's pretty qualified, right?
I am
Ura?
not qualified unless the universe qualifies me.
How can we
That's
tell
why
if
he's
somebody is
qualified.
qualified? Like what happens?
Or that's why they are qualified.
Well, the universe will make it apparent. But if the universe cannot decide, or if the universe selects someone else to decide, then that is up to them. But I could not be both the Rune Master and the Rune Keeper, as I've mentioned before.
What
That's
all-
too much work for one person.
Yeah, they're just
What all
not-
does a rune master do? Like, what is their purpose?
The Rune Master is one selected as the most important person on the plane. This person exists solely to keep the balance in check for the runes. If there is no Rune Master, the runes themselves may fail, cease to be, or matter very little.
Shit.
So we definitely need a room.
New position open, Rune Master.
Get on
Must-
Indeed.
Yeah, well,
must have
put
at
out a
least 6
Craigslist.
years. Must have at least 6 years of experience in position previously, and must be proficient in Excel.
Can we go towards where the black dragon was?
What about Lewin? Don't we want to know if Lewin is out there?
Oh, right, that
We
too.
do want to know if Lewin
Sure.
is out there.
Does that mean
please.
that you would like me to cast sending?
Yes,
Okay,
if you would be so kind, Pinwin.
I would be so kind. I am running out of spell slots.
Gorbel, do you want me
Pinwin
to?
starts being really passive aggressive. Oh, you need me to do something?
Gorbel, do you want me to inspect your new sword while Pinwin's doing that?
Yeah.
He just hucks it into the
Yeah, water. I frisbee it into the sea. I'll inspect it. I'll do identify.
Okay.
Okay, you do identify, and you learn that this is the sword of nullification. What
It
this
nullifies life when inserted into
By
the
stabbing them. Only when stabbing someone will it nullify life.
As long as a dex save is succeeded against a spellcasting DC, the sword will nullify the effect of the spell that has been lobbed their way. This has to be a physical, like a projectile spell or something that the
So it's
Like
like
fireball.
it's like a super evasion. Like instead
Sort
of
of.
taking half
that's what he
damage,
did
you
against.
completely
Yeah, that's what he
stop
did
it.
against Aro in the cave.
However, it has a curious property. This can only be done 6 times per day, but each spell that it nullifies, it absorbs some of the energy.
Sweet. Okay.
The sword itself stores this energy, and once full, it can be released.
So it's a Captain Marvel sword.
Released how?
Releasing all of the stored energy at once. That is the only real way that the sword can be used in combat.
Dealer's
You can't
choice.
hit people with it.
I mean, you can, but it won't be as effective as a sword.
It's a butter knife.
So is this explosive attack, is it a concentrated thing? Can you control how it goes off, or does it just hurt everyone in a radius?
You control and direct it.
This is classic 90s JRPG.
So, Gorbel, you're going to want to use this only if somebody's targeting you with like something you can dodge, like a magical attack.
Or yeah,
Magic
or
missile.
like
Why?
or something that you can stab or swipe.
'Cause
But it
it'll-
requires a dex save.
Because it'll suck it up and then it'll store that power and you can use it like a weapon.
What?
Like it's not a cutty sword, really. It's a sponge.
So it's useless as a sword, is what you're telling me.
I mean, you could
Yeah,
probably
it's more or less
whap
a
someone with it.
vacuum wand. It's a vacuum wand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you already have a sword.
So they cast fireball at you, you absorb it, and then you stab them with the wolf blood blade. Now they're a werewolf, and then you burn them with the fireball that you absorbed.
It even
1-2 punch.
it'd be extra useful because if you're among friends, like a fireball would target multiple people. So if you succeeded on that dodge or whatever, the sword would just absorb it.
So do I
Oh, that's sick.
do I just like swipe at the spell?
I think you
Gorbel,
just
some swiping.
I don't know how to use this.
I think you just
Yeah.
dodge with the sword in your hand and then it does the work for you.
I don't understand why it can't touch the wolf blood blade.
Maybe the wolfblood blade is too magical.
Maybe
can't
they
be
are not
nullified.
friends.
You can't nullify the lycanthropy blade.
Can it touch other blades?
I step away with Karikiage.
Pinwin, you have a short sword, don't you?
Yeah.
Touch that to it.
Okay. Does it work?
Is this short sword? This is just a standard short sword.
Yeah.
Yes, you are able to touch the blade of the short sword perfectly fine.
So
As I
if it's a
exclaim,
magic
high five.
if it's a magic weapon, then
Yep.
it would nullify its magical properties.
As long as the intent was there to like nullify it.
So does that work on any magic item?
Potentially, you don't know for sure. You'd have to try that out, but also you have 6 uses of that per day, so you wouldn't want to be just chopping away at everything.
I mean, there's only
And-
so many
and you
magical
have to
things
have
we
the-
come across.
Right, and you have to actually have the intent to nullify the other thing, right?
There's plenty of
Yeah, it's not like accidentally setting a magnet on your computer. So like we're not going off traveling and then she accidentally touches the bag of holding and suddenly everything in there is fucking gone.
Yeah, correct.
So
there has to be
Gorbel-
intent.
keep this in mind at all times with that you have this. That if there's
Yeah,
something
sword safety.
if there's something that we need to not be magical anymore, to use that thing. Like the bad guys could have something powerful that is magical, and then you could whap it with that sword and it might stop it.
Be cool about magic safety.
Anyway, Pinwin, what happened?
Okay. So I'll cast Sending to Lewin.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, "Hi, Lewin. It's Pinwin. Is everything okay there? Can you help us? Give us information. I'm confused. Love, Pinwin."
Always got to save at least 2. The pixie disappears and then returns after a moment, and you hear, "Hello, Pinwin. It's Lewin. Yes, I'm fine. I don't know why you would think I wasn't. What do need?"
What do?
What you need.
Yeah, what you need.
Baby, I got it.
Baby, I got it.
Are we sure I was in the right place?
No.
Are you sure you didn't go in at a different time?
Well, I don't know. A hairy arm came out, and then I heard forward or backward, and I chose forward.
Ooh.
Oh.
Forward,
Was that-
like
Was that
in
bad?
time.
I don't like
I don't know. I thought it was like forward, like we never look back. We're always moving forward.
Right.
I thought it was like that.
Yeah.
How did you get back here?
Well, the hairy arm came back again, and then I thought, well, maybe I should say backward so I can come back here.
Timey-wimey bullshit. That's what I say.
Are you able to converse with the big hairy shadow hand and ask it questions, or is it simply just a prompt?
And could you say sideways instead? And are you using
Or
up
just yes.
are you using up your locket when doing that?
Why would I be using up my locket?
Because that's the only way we know that you can transport through time and stuff.
But why would that work through the hairy arm?
I don't know. How it works.
I thought these were free movements.
Well, don't assume that.
I look at my locket. Do I?
It's got a
Do
low
I see
battery
any-
signal on it.
You feel that your locket has 2 charges left, as if one has been used.
What?
Damn it.
Who is this hairy arm?
Maybe you should ask him instead of
Sorry.
saying forward or
It's just,
backward.
it's just a dude wearing like a wolf arm outfit
Hulk
thing.
hands.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's Robin
Halloween
Williams.
costume.
It's the ghost of Robin Williams' arm.
Aw.
Oh,
Robin
that
Williams,
sucks.
I miss
We
you, I
might
love you.
need that.
The wolf arm?
No, the
Well, I
time
still have
travel.
2 charges.
Well, it's good that you didn't waste 2, so we know now that you can go
Would
forward
you
and
rather-
backward.
Would you rather that I had stayed there?
Gorbel, we don't have time
Like,
to play
I had
Would
to
You
get
Rather.
back.
Secret or swill?
What do we do now? Okay, so we gotta go find Lance, maybe? And then Willem, maybe we need to go into the manor or something?
I look at the bow. I mean, I don't know. I'm still gathering information. I just found out that I had an uncle and now he's gone. I was worried that my sister was gone again. Yeah, let's go see what other secrets my family
Right.
has.
I don't know
guess.
if we'll get another chance other than now.
Oh,
Let's go.
wait, before you go.
You're coming with Pinwin.
Oh, wait, I am?
Goodbye.
I thought I
hucked
was
Pinwin
going to
into the
see
sea.
Vocha.
We're all going the same direction. We're all going
So
to
we're not going to follow the dragon.
We're gonna
where
go-
The dragon was.
we're gonna go where they last were. For all we know, maybe they just sent the dragon out on a mission or something.
Okay, let me revise. Before we go, and I'll run over and I'll hug Pinwin. Oh my god, I can't think. Hug Willem. I'll say, I'm so sorry, Willem. Are you okay?
I think so. I think I'll be all right. Thanks, Pinwin. And I kind of push him off nonchalantly.
And I'll come back again. I'm here if you need me.
I start walking with him, clasping my leg.
Perfect.
All right, so you guys start walking back up the cobblestones toward the center of town. And I'm going to need a perception check from all of you.
All
Oh, I'm ready
right.
for it.
Weird morning so
That's
far.
what you think. God damn it.
7.
Got it.
Take that.
19. Man, I love that D&D Beyond
18.
calculates it.
23.
Okay, everyone but Gorbel. So Gorbel, you are kind of still trying to process everything that's just
She's
happened to
walking
you.
and she's still trying to put the swords together.
You're still trying to process all of this, so you're a little bit distracted. The rest of you see a curious sight.
I mean, at this
What
point,
is
is
a
anything a
curious
curious
sight?
sight to us?
Wedged into what you know used to be an alleyway between two buildings is a curious-looking building. Where the rest of the buildings in Wolves Rest are of either an ancient stone make that has been refurbished or a brand new make, mostly of wood, this building seems to be of a very old quality.
Is this
But not
12
of
Privet
stone.
Drive right now?
Yeah, I was going to say, did you go on like a Harry Potter reread or rewatch or something recently?
I think you mean Grimold Place, Tomas, you
Same-
stupid
same
idiot.
difference. Well, you're the bigger
Ooh.
nerd.
No,
so-
Privet Drive is a normal house where Harry Potter grew up. Come on.
Get your
Harry
head
Potter
out of the
going.
crawl space under the stairs,
Yeah.
you fucking muggle.
Sorry, nerd cred gone.
Good. Maybe you'll stop going on about it. Seems to be of a very old quality, but not of stone, nor is it wood. Some curious structural compound that doesn't look familiar to any of you.
Jello.
It appears to be 3 stories, though each level appears to have been designed and constructed at different times and by different designers. The building is painted a pale pink color and a bright blue roof on top. An odd metal shaft sticks out of the top like a chimney, but it's rusted and twisting, with a flapper at the top that occasionally belches out bits of smoke and steam. The building looks almost bent or battered, as if it's been squashed under the weight of something heavy.
Okay, is
And-
it Jello? Is
and
this a
each-
Jello?
Why are you getting jello? What are you talking about?
And each of the windows...
Unfamiliar material? Tomas.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
You mean horse hooves?
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
And each of the windows it bears are different styles and sizes. Scrolled in red lettering above the doorway is a stately marquee that says, Sterling's Menagerie. As you all stare at it, you notice that no one else passing by seems to give it any mind.
What the shit is that? Gorbel? Who? What is this? Can you see this?
What?
Gorbel, now you see it.
Oh, yeah. That's...
Has that always been there?
I don't remember it.
No?
Is there anybody else passing us by? Like-
Yeah, there's different people like walking by, and none of them even give it a second glance.
Can I?
Nobody would approve that color scheme.
I just kind of tap one of them on the arm, like, "Hey, has that building always been there?"
What building?
Kill him.
Alright, that's
He's a
what I
witch.
He's the witch.
Go about your day.
Never mind. Sorry.
Great.
Yeah,
Well,
now
I guess
that
we need
we
to
have to go
investigate
in
that
right
now.
Do we have to
Yeah.
go in? Do we have to?
Yes.
Go? It seems like we shouldn't go in, and this
We
is
are
just
going in.
this is a thing designed to distract us from our current goal. We don't know where Lance is.
Pinwin's gonna open the door.
Oh no. He's going
Pinwin
in.
walks in. What do the rest of you do?
I'm
What
walking
happens
in.
when he
Shut the
walks
door
in.
behind him and walk to the manor.
What happens when he walks in? Does anything change about the building or anything?
No, it doesn't seem to be. Gorbel, you said you go in as well?
Mm-hmm.
Gorbel also enters.
I look at Willem like,
Shopper's gonna shop.
I'll stand in the doorway if you want to go in.
Is there a window that I can just observe them from?
There are windows.
So that's, yes, there are windows on the building. No, you can't observe them from those windows.
You might have to approach.
I'm going to put my eyeballs in the direction of the nearest window at eye
You look too
level.
closely and touch your eyeball on the window, and it hurts a little bit.
Stare into the void, and the void
It
stares
stares back.
I'm gonna go up to the doorway, and I'm gonna stand in such a way that the door remains open, and I can still look inside, and I can hold the door
is
open.
ajar.
All right.
'Cause fuck doors. I don't trust them.
And Willem, you can look inside and you see what I'm about to describe. You guys are in what appears to be a shop. The inside is like old wood. It's filled with like shelves and shelves of different baubles and crazy items.
I
that
love
look
baubles.
Just bizarre.
Bubbles, yay.
And you see that it's quite vast. It goes back, and there's a large doorway in the back behind a huge counter that looks to be maybe like 5.5 feet off the ground, larger than a normal counter. And that apparently leads to another room that is kind of darkened. But sitting behind the counter is this strange individual. They're wearing long robes that are of like a brilliant purple color. And they themselves have kind of like a gray, bluish tint to their skin. You've never seen a creature quite like this. There's one angular horn kind of curled off the side of this creature's head, and they wear a pair of little tiny spectacles on the bridge of their nose. And as you enter, they sort of smile, but almost as if they weren't kind of a surprise smile, like they weren't expecting anyone to come in. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Well-
Hi. Who are you?
I am Sterling. Who are you?
Are you the owner of this shop?
I am the proprietor, yes.
How?
Do you have a permit?
Yeah.
You're under arrest.
I do not dither with permits.
Well, then maybe you're not licensed to dither in our town.
Yeah, what do you
Which-
dither with?
Well, I am something of a traveler. Which town do I currently occupy?
I'm sorry, clarify that a little bit.
I am Sterling. Which town do I currently occupy?
What do you mean by which town do you currently occupy? Didn't you set up shop here?
Why, no. My shop is my shop.
Is it a traveling shop?
It is, and he kind of smiles a little bit more. Right, it is a traveling shop. I am a traveler and a merchant, and this, and he kind of waves his hands around, is my caravan. Now, what can I help you with?
Where are you from?
Oh, you wouldn't be able to pronounce or understand it.
Oh my, okay.
Try it.
New Jersey.
He opens his mouth, and you just hear like this. And
Yeah.
the world around you
I
seems to like
vacationed
darken
there
a little
as a
bit.
kid.
I totally get it. Yeah. So what do you do at the shop?
Well, I arrive precisely when someone is in need of tools. Are you perhaps in need of tools?
I mean, maybe. What kind of tools?
Well, that depends. Is your friend in the doorway and your friend on the other side of the window planning on coming inside?
No.
I haven't decided.
Well, I assure you, you will be quite safe inside my walls. There's none
Insight
like
check.
it anywhere.
Insight check.
Said Jimmy the Demon.
All right, go ahead and give me an insight check.
24.
You cannot get a read on this dude.
I only got a 20.
You also cannot get a read on this dude.
Obviously. I don't like that.
Through the window.
What?
Yeah.
Are you from?
What do you say? Do you say my name? No.
Are you
Okay.
coming in?
Does he have ice cream?
How do you move this building from one plane to another?
It moves on its own, but it's curious that you say one plane to another. I didn't mention that. Are you familiar with this process?
Very familiar.
No, but we had a hunch based on the jello.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm familiar, yeah. You don't look like you're of this plane. That's why I asked.
I am not likely, as I am starting to understand that I perhaps might be in the material plane. What area of the material plane do we currently occupy?
The middle part.
What plane are you from?
I just gave you the name.
I mean, that's.
As I said, you
I
would not
thought
be
that
able
was
to
your
pronounce or
city.
understand it.
But the plane?
Is it known as another name by people that don't go there?
Yeah, what he said.
Are you asking me or him?
Him.
That would depend entirely on where we are here on the material plane and when.
I don't know how time works where you're from, but it's 380 here.
In which continent?
Argaria.
Ah, okay. Very well, very well. Well, then I suppose you may have heard of the in-between plane, perhaps?
Nope.
Do tell.
Maybe that's a few
Are you
years
talking
from
about
now.
Limbo?
No, not Limbo. That's, no, not Limbo.
Love that game.
Can you tell
In
us?
any case, I just told you. That's the best knowledge I have of what you might call it here in Argaria in 380.
In between.
You have bad knowledge.
So
In
you're.
between what?
Yeah.
It's the in-between plane. That's
So is it
what
like
I've
a
heard.
highway you take to get from one plane to another?
Something of the sort,
And you're
yes.
from there?
Yes.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. There's Ramona Flowers. Hey, hey, I got it. I get it now.
That's something.
Well,
Do you sell things? You get money from people?
it's a bit different than that.
Are you one of those
I-
weird monkey paw guys? Because I don't know. I don't know if we can deal with that right now.
I can't
I
handle with
am-
another Mr. Vink.
I am not. I typically arrive when someone is in great need of something. It is my service to offer.
Can you tell what we need? Because I don't even know what we need. It seems like multiple
I
things.
cannot, but if all of you will gather in here, I will summon those who can,
Why do you need us all inside?
so that you can receive your gifts. If you would not like
Gifts?
to receive your gifts,
Do we not pay for these?
you do not.
How do you stay in
Hmm.
business?
It's
He made
something
his
you might
house of
not
Jell-O.
understand.
Oh, it's a non-for-profit. Okay, I got you. I got you. So do you guys have 403Bs?
They forgot
I
to
just
file
got-
this year.
Shit. I just imagined the commercial for the board game Mousetrap for some reason. I look at Tomar and shrug.
I don't know. I shrug back and I pull out my hammer and walk in.
I have my hand on the hilt of Kariki Anj, and I follow suit.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. So, and he looks at all of you. You all must be the Enclave Root. Is that correct?
Who
Are
told
you-
you?
Are we
Are you the
wearing like a
roomkeeper?
sign or something? Or are we sharing the same colored outfits? I don't. How are
Somebody
people
put
seeing
a sign
this
on my
stuff?
back or something?
Do we smell Enclavey?
I have spent enough time with a friend to notice when this sort of thing happens.
What friend? Or would we not understand that?
You would not understand that.
I don't know
Perhaps,
what you're
maybe
talking about.
after
We
this
understand.
interaction, you may be able to meet them.
Your friend wouldn't happen to be the master, would it?
No, absolutely not. What a dastardly individual the master is.
Okay, I like you a little more now.
He checks out, guys. He checks out.
He said dastardly. He can't possibly be a villain.
And did you see his spectacles? Totally a good guy thing.
So,
Yeah, and the horn.
and he stands up, and you realize that this person is like 9 foot tall. His long robes kind of stretch out, and you can tell that his arms are each like 6 feet long at least. He is a huge individual.
How do you fit behind
But
that
he's still
tiny
smiling, and he snaps his fingers, and suddenly a bunch of little forms scurry out of the back. There's about 10 of them, and they look like cute little cat puppy creatures with long floppy ears and big eyes, and they're all of different quality, like they all have different lengths of fur, different colored fur. Very, very cute. You can maybe imagine sort of like the for those of you that would know from Monster Hunter, the like little cat
Palicos.
companions. And and they all come rushing out, and they're all wearing like different kinds of robes and stuff like that, and they line up in front of the four of you, look you over really quick. One of them lets out a little, yeah, and then they all go rushing into the back
isn't
again.
Normal.
They all go rushing into the back
Love it.
again, and then they return almost instantly, all filing back out, and they pop, set 5 items on the counter, and Sterling looks at you. These are your tools and your gifts that you have been given.
Who are they
Please-
from?
Well, that's something that also might not be what I can explain.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, question. So I know you said he has robes on, but when he stood up, are we able to tell if he has like people person legs or like satyr legs? Or
He's still behind the counter, so yeah, you can't tell.
fuck. Okay.
I bet he's stuck behind the
Is he
counter
like
because
a-
he's so big.
Is he like a robe touching the ground kind of guy?
Might seem that way. It looks like a big, voluminous robe. But what you see on the counter are 5 items. You see a crystal clear bottle. It's about 8 inches tall, and it's filled with an inky black substance.
Hmm?
You
Is it
see,
gunky?
no, you can't tell. You see a candle in a holder, and it looks to be made of what appears to be ivory. It's ivory in color in any sense. There's a glimmering, like palm-sized ruby sitting there. You see a dagger in a sheath that has like a bunch of like swirling patterns all over the handle, and you can't see the blade, but the dagger itself is made of like black and dark blue gems. And you also see a tiny little ring that, I guess it's not tiny, it's an average size ring, but it's much smaller compared to everything else. And it appears to be made of mithril, and its design is a bunch of interlocking hands.
What do these things do?
Is this like Clue where we get the weapons and now somebody's going to use one of these to kill Sterling?
How
and then
many
we
of
have to
us
solve who
are
did it?
together in here?
Are you asking me?
Yes,
There's 4 of you.
but there's 5 items.
Yes.
What happened to Ura?
Ura did not enter, apparently. If you look back, you can see Ura like very like cautiously looking out or into the.
Was
into
there
the,
anyone else
shop.
that was with us when we were by the docks?
I mean, there were several people with you by the docks, but it's just you 4 in here.
Well, yeah, where's Miraluk?
Mirluck walked off, if you'll recall, after he examined your bow.
When we look out and see Ura, does it seem like Ura is able to see us?
Yes.
Okay.
Does he looks nervous?
Not nervous, but like more confused.
That's not good either.
Do we
Is he-
pick which one we have?
Are you asking me or the...
Sterling.
Sterling.
Yes, you may pick which ones. I only have information on a couple of these. 3 to be precise.
Really?
2 of them I do not have information on. The bottle here, and he waves his hand over it, and like you can see that his eyes kind of close as if he's concentrating. This is a potion of high awakening. It will allow one to awaken not only living creatures, but also
High
inanimate
ones.
objects. He waves his hand over the ruby. This is the ruby of refraction, and it allows one to create a spell that creates a series of overlaying images, and it makes you more difficult to strike in combat. And this, waves his hand over the knife, is the warp dagger. This allows you to throw the dagger and warp to its location.
That's
so fucking cool.
So you have
The other
no...
2,
Hmm.
I only know the names. The ivory candle and the ring of mutual accomplishment.
You have no idea what the ring does?
do not.
Mutual accomplishment.
All I know is that the ring...
It helps you
What-
all get off at the same time.
the ring is intended to be given as a gift.
Might I inspect the candle?
And the
You may.
ring?
All right, I'm gonna cast
But
it.
do know that you
Binds
cannot
untouched.
take this without accepting it. So, Don't try
Fine
to
sun
steal.
touch.
What do you take me for?
I do not know. Are you a dwarf?
Conjurer of cheap tricks.
Yeah, I'm a dwarf. What does that mean?
Well, that's what I take you for.
Let me cast Identify on the candle.
Sterling low-key racist on the dwarves.
You identify this as the ivory candle. It has the ability
It's from
To
Pier 1
cr-
Imports.
when
Ivory
lit,
candle.
when lit, it creates a bastion. And what it does is it creates a space in circumference of 20 feet that allows nothing to penetrate, nothing to escape, and everything inside is healed. This can only be used once per day.
Ooh.
And also, it gives advantage to anything inside.
Ooh.
Dibs on
And
the candle.
everybody within the circumference starts a post-rock band.
Tomas, can you check out that ring?
Sure, but I call dibs on the candle. Let it be known.
Okay, check out the ring.
All right.
It is known.
I check out the ring.
The ring of mutual... God, what did I...
Accomplishment.
Accomplishment. I almost called it satisfaction. The ring of mutual accomplishment is an interlocking series of hands, and it is mithril. And all you can glean from it is that it must be given as a gift.
To what end?
It's a
So,
gift.
like-
That's what the guy said. I mean, I
but
don't know.
we knew it was a gift. So does that mean that the owner has
Is
to
it
keep
like a pay
giving
it
it as a
forward
gift? Because
You don't know.
well, that's confusing. Is Shadow here?
Shadow is not inside the...
Are you thinking about giving Shadow this
haberdashery.
ring?
No, I was just thinking 5 items, maybe one was for
Aberradish.
Any of these items to your liking?
So,
I grabbed the dagger.
Yeah.
so presumably, one of these will get left behind.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the guy.
Sterling.
Well, perhaps one of you will ascertain two.
So these go to individuals? They're not like a shared treat?
Some of them may produce qualities that can be shared by others.
Oh.
But I have the feeling that one of you will be able to take one of these as an extra benefit. A boon, if you consider it that.
I see. I forgot about I forgot about the boon immediately.
Wow.
As soon as he said that, I was like, oh, yeah, we knocked about that.
Okay, so I want the candle for sure.
And Willem already grabbed the dagger.
Oh, yeah.
What are the
Does
other
it come with
things
the
again?
Getting
that-
pretty greedy for dudes who didn't even want to come in.
Gorbel,
What's that? I can't hear you over my warping.
Gorbel, which one are you feeling?
There's you have the potion of high awakening. You have the ruby of refraction and the ring.
All of them seem awesome, so I'll just take whichever one you don't want, I think.
I was going to say that.
Oh, no.
You guys are too agreeable.
How do we choose?
Shut up. We are not agreeable.
'Cause it'd be fun to, like, animate different objects and, like, that'd be entertaining. But I also would enjoy not being hit as easily, as would you. And I am really wondering what that ring does, but, I just don't.
Pinwin, I will say with your recent gear upgrades, your vitality has increased quite a bit, like more
Yeah.
than any of us. So you're pretty safe in that regard.
Okay. Gorbel, do you want?
I'm-
Go. You're right.
Okay, I'll just say it. I'm leaning towards the ruby.
Okay, go for it. The ruby, yeah. You do ruby. Do I do the ring full of mystery and giftery? Or the potion?
What does the potion do again?
It will awaken not only creatures but also inanimate objects, and any creature that is currently awakened may produce further benefits.
How do you get an inanimate object to take a potion?
Screw the
You
inanimate
dump it on
object. Pinwin, you could give that to Shadow.
Okay, I'll take the potion.
I could give it to my dead family's house.
Oh man, I was leaning.
Monster Manor.
Yeah, I like both of those. I'll take the potion for sure.
Okay. And so you're taking the ruby, Gorbel?
Mhm.
Okay, so Willem, the full effect of that warp dagger, not only does it warp to wherever you throw it, but it has to connect. So that's kind of the qualifier.
Okay.
But all warp strikes add 3d8 damage. If you are to attack, you use it as a bonus action after that. So.
So wait, so you throw it as a bonus action and you make an attack with it?
You can see it that way, or you can see it as it's the action, and then it creates a bonus action that allows you to attack.
It can be a pre or post bonus action, and as long as
however you want to look at it, but you throw it as the bonus action. As long as it connects with something, you can warp to that location. So if you miss, then if it clatters to the ground, you won't be able to. It has to stick into something.
Oh.
Does it? If I miss, does it come back to me, or do I have to retrieve it?
You would have to retrieve it.
I'm trying to think of a better way to word
That's
that.
so silly.
So
I like that though.
So maybe, I mean, I don't know if you have the rules set in stone, but
I'm just imagining throwing it and just being like.
So you have to use it as you would have to use it as a thrown weapon.
So I think the attack would be part of your regular action, and then as a bonus action, you would teleport to the target.
Yeah, you can warp. That's kind of how I saw it.
So you like Willem gets 2 attacks per action. So you could attack with your bow or whatever, and then you could throw your dagger with the next attack, and then with the bonus action, wham. And then they would take force damage or something, presumably. Is that what?
Yeah.
What if I tie the dagger to an arrow and I shoot it with my bow?
Then the world explodes.
Yeah.
And Gorbel, the Ruby of Refraction, when activated, you get 3 charges per day, and the effect lasts for 1 minute, but it creates a series of overlaying images of the user that will confuse those who look at you. All attacks against the user have disadvantage, and any targeted damage taken by the user is halved for the remainder of the minute. The user will have advantage on any dex saving throws. This will have no effect for area spells or other attacks that ignore targeting.
Hell yeah, that is totally a Gorbel thing, especially with the sword you just got.
Also, your speedy feet, you are untouchable.
And you've had duplicates before.
Yes.
It's super Gorbel gem.
I know those duplicates.
What?
I'm sorry.
Personally?
I'm writing and trying to speak.
Oh, okay.
I was meaning to say, like, I know about duplicates. I know how it works. I can do this. This is a Gorbel thing.
I do duplicates.
I go up to the ring and I ask him, like, is this just going to poof away, or can I just take it?
You may take it.
Nice.
Does he need to regift it?
So this ring, as you grab it, you become aware of what it is, Tomar. And you have become the owner of this ring now that you have grabbed it. And what it allows you to do is gift it to one other individual, and it will bond you to that person. And what that means is 3 times per day, you can share either 50% of your HP or one of your attributes with this individual.
Fuck, I needed that for Shadow, but that's okay.
And that effect lasts 1 hour.
I mean...
And you can only do this with one person?
Correct.
Do it with me.
I think I'm going to hold on to it for now. But so it's reusable? Like, so when the hour's over, then...
Yeah. Then you can use it again twice more once per day. So 3 charges per day. But once it's gifted, it is that person's. Like, you two are bonded.
And then they have to give it to somebody?
No.
Not a pay it forward.
So it only permanently works on one person, is what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So I can't just be
Not
like,
a
now the
Haley
hour's
Joel
over,
Nesmith.
now I give it to Willem, now we bonded.
correct.
So 50% of my health that I give...
Of your current health. So if you've taken damage, it would give 50% of that to that person.
And then I would lose the damage? I mean, the health?
Correct. Yes, correct.
Okay.
Permanently?
Until you heal.
Okay. It
But
it
we have
doesn't
the-
like
you have the
shrink your life
candle.
bar.
No, it wouldn't be. Yeah, it wouldn't like permanently have your
That's
HP.
perfect. You have the
Okay.
candle then, because then that can heal you right away.
That's true. If they had full health and then I gave them the ring, would they get temporary HP on top of their HP?
If you were willing to sacrifice Yeah, it doesn't. They don't have to have taken any damage. It would give you.
Okay.
You would sacrifice half of your current HP and give them whatever that amount was in temporary HP for 1 hour. But you could also give them the equivalent. You actually wouldn't lose it for the abilities. But say if you wanted to give somebody your strength score for an hour, they would receive that.
As speaking out of character, of course, as the probably the character or the player who has the character with the most HP, I think that went to the right person.
I don't have the most HP anymore. Pinwin does.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Who does?
Pinwin. He has like 300 something now.
Yeah, 326. Close to
What
my
happened?
birthday.
I have 304.
Pinwin's gear from
My oath bow upgrade gave me 100 HP.
and his armor that I made for him in the Soulforge.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Shadow
I
still
retract.
at 30.
But I mean, yeah, normally, yeah, that would make sense. But I only see wanting to use it either in protecting someone weaker than us, or
Yeah. No, absolutely.
if somebody
Dire
were
straits.
really screwed,
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
or someone I really cared about,
Yeah.
and I look wistfully
Wait.
away.
Yeah, Tomar cares about people?
Yes, he cares about a lot of people. Otherwise, he would not even
three
be
is not a
hanging
lot
out
of
with
people.
anybody.
3 is not a lot of people. And family doesn't count.
Sterling looks over at you all. Are these two your liking?
Yeah. Can you tell
Very
me?
much so.
Can you tell me about the potion though? What is the amount that people have to have? Can I awaken myself, or am I already awake?
Pinwin the
I
woke.
I suppose those that would take it of a normal capacity, I don't know what would happen. Perhaps you would ascend to godhood, or perhaps nothing. I would suggest giving
Lindsey
it to
loses
things
another character
and,
to godhood.
That
creatures
just becomes my new goal.
that are not currently of a higher sentience. Perhaps lower sentience creatures, or those without it all.
Sure.
Would they have to
No.
drink the whole thing? I think is what Pinwin was asking.
Yeah, or just like a drip, like a little drop, or like
There are
tablespoon.
2
Servings.
serving. Sorry, I was looking for the
400
word.
calories per serving. 2 servings in a container.
servings.
2,500 milligrams of sodium, though.
There are 2 servings in there. You may use that twice.
Pinwin, you could awaken your little snake friend, too.
Oh my god!
I was going to say
wasn't
Pinwin
even
immediately just
thinking about
finds the
that.
first ant he sees outside on the
Yeah,
cobblestone.
Dumps the whole thing on him. Oh!
I'm kind of sad I couldn't do like little drops because I was really planning on just like every random object to find like here rock, like, and it's just like
Kill me!
Dumpy the waste man. I know calculus.
This is too much power for Pinwin.
and I'm like
Well,
potion.
Sterling, it's been real. Do you need something else from us? Do we die now with these monkey paw gifts?
Do we pay you?
One
with
of the little
something?
creatures runs up, hops up on the counter, and whispers something in his ear. Oh, it appears my friend would like to speak to you.
Okay.
If you are amenable to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Bring him out.
Actually, you may receive them in the back room. And he gestures to the large
Gross.
doorway behind you.
Back to the back door again.
Are we
Okay,
going to have mutual accomplishment?
I'm accomplishing.
let's go. That's gross. Let's go.
That's gross, let's go!
And I'm going back there.
All right, you walk into the back room. Do the rest of you go?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You enter what appears almost looks like a warehouse. It is, there's like
Just a
50-foot
bunch of crazy,
ceilings.
awesome magical items hanging on shelves.
It's Warehouse 13, baby.
Yeah, it's like 50-foot ceilings. It's very, very wide inside. It stretches like 200-300 feet.
Is that
And
Harrison Ford?
And there are crates and everything like along the walls and like different items everywhere. But this only lasts for about 20 feet. Or no, sorry, about 40 feet. And then beyond is a large open area that immediately all of you get hit with this whiff of like smelted iron and like soot. And you can hear the cling, cling, cling of a hammer against an anvil. And it appears as though part of this chamber is a smithy. And as you look far on the other side, there's like a set-away area that's kind of closed off, and there is an anvil and what appears to be a creature, a large creature, hammering away at something on the anvil.
Is it the guy
This
from Dark
creature-
Souls?
This creature has multiple arms that kind of stretch out, long arms.
It's a macha.
Almost spider-like, and long dark hair that obscures the face. The skin is kind of like pallid in complexion, a little yellow, and it's hard to really see their form, but they look large, but also frail and thin.
Are we meant? I talked to the Palico. Are we meant to go up to him?
And
Aw.
it scurries off toward, like, as if to lead you up there.
Okay.
That's another race you have to add to the game.
I want to see them. They sound so cute. The little calicos.
I'm thinking closer to like a spookier version of the soot or the fire operator in Spirited Away.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. So take the blue Monstar from Space Jam and just make him a little spookier and make him a blacksmith.
Okay. Well, I approach.
You watch as the little creature, when it gets really close to the smithy, it turns around, waves and smiles at you, and then disappears into like a shower of glitter.
They,
thought you were gonna say
I was like, oh shit.
I'm not going over there.
They sound so cute. I want to pet them.
I'm gonna go.
They have a life expectancy of 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
and
they're
then
like
they just
moths.
explode into glitter.
I
This is
approach.
fun.
You all approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, you get closer. You can see that the creature that's hammering does not appear to be hammering anything other than the anvil itself. But everyone, give me perception
Why do we do so many perception checks?
to see if you notice key details.
It's the most common in the game.
32.
26.
Damn.
18.
9.
26.
26. Okay.
32.
So Pinwin and Willem, you can see that there is like a small little like hovel behind this creature, and inside you can see that there's like a little bit of bedding and what appears to be like a shelf with a bunch of candles on it and a couple of bottles. That almost looks
Havasile?
yeah, almost like their little domain. Tomar, knowing blacksmithing, you're kind of watching the way that this creature is hammering on the anvil with one of its hands, and it has 6 of them. It has 6 arms total, and the others seem to be like moving around and gathering things and like dipping things into water and picking up little tinctures and sprinkling them on the anvil. Like, it's a very busy movement, but it's not hitting anything on the anvil, as I mentioned. However, you notice, because of your blacksmithing skill, that there just appears to be some little bit of space where the hammer and the anvil do not actually meet, and there's still a resounding clang, almost as if whatever it's hammering is invisible. And as you approach, all of you, the head looks up, and it's this like smooth but still gaunt flesh and large eyes with wispy eyebrows, and but you've never seen a creature like this before. It's got like a small, like kind of petite nose and long elfish ears kind of sticking out of the side, but you don't think that this is an elf. And it looks through its like curtain of black hair. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hi, we're the Wolves of Moonreach.
I know. You are the Enclave Rune.
Mm-hmm.
Nailed it.
How
Are
do
you the
you know
Runekeeper?
that?
I am not the
Who is the
Runekeeper.
Runekeeper, Willem?
Do you know who the Runekeeper is?
Ura.
Do you know who the Rune Master is?
Currently there is none. It seems you are aware of what I am about to tell you.
Oh. I'm sorry. Proceed.
I am called M, and I am they which crafted the runes.
Oh.
How?
Can you craft a Rune Master?
Also, thank you.
How?
It is a feature of who I am and my people. But I am the last of my kind, the only one still toiling away. It's It appears there has been a disturbance. Something has happened to the Rune Master, and now it needs to be fixed. And so you watch one of the large arms just instantly like whip out, go up onto a shelf high above, almost 20 feet above. These arms are long as hell, and withdraws, and there's like a sparkling little light in their fingertips, and they reach out and set it down in front of all of you from about 20 feet away where the smithy is. And it's just this sparkling little light. That is the Rune Master essence. It will be your job to give it to its new host.
Oh, who can we
Pinwin pops it in his mouth.
How do we even go about finding that?
Yeah,
That is up to you.
Can we
So
bestow
few
this upon
trustworthy
anyone we
people.
choose?
Anyone who is not currently under the awning of Rune. You could not take it as you are part of the Enclave Rune. There are
Sure.
others in your company who are already runes. They must be unassigned.
That makes sense.
Who is the best type of being to wield this power?
Belba.
That is for you to decide as the Enclave Rune. Whatever you believe to be true will hold true. Just know that whoever you choose, their like and personality will decide going forward how the universe treats the runes.
So if we gave it to a very evil being, then it
It'd
would
be
be bad
bad.
times for us.
Most likely.
Who can we?
It has been best in the past, and the universe has deemed to see fit to find someone of middling temperament.
What about Zyko?
He might already be a
I
rune.
think he's a rune.
We need to go to Bronze Wall.
I mean, there's my
Who's like a really
family.
solid person that we know?
There's like my family, but I don't want to do that
Vocha, Herc.
if they're alive.
Smoochie, if he's alive.
Oh, that'd be great.
Wouldn't he be part of the Enclave rune?
I have no idea. We haven't encountered him since.
Smoochie has also buried a hatchet in my back twice.
That's
So-
true.
I mean,
I
he's
also have a final gift for you.
Another
And
one?
You guys find yourself in a darkened plane. It's you four and M, and you hear like little footsteps behind you, and suddenly Ura is standing there. Hi guys.
Hi, Ura.
What the
Ura?
shit?
Where
What's
are
happening?
we?
I was going to ask you the very same question.
Oh no.
Did you come into the shop?
No.
Oh, okay. M, where are we? What are we doing here?
You will be required now to roll the bones of final time.
Oh, crap.
Oh no, you will be required to fuck over the
Gorbel and I
entire
have already
world.
rolled some bones.
Do you want me to do it again?
I don't know. Do we all
With
get to roll?
Michaela's rolling.
It's just one roll. You are supposed to have 5. Initially, there's a member of your enclave, and they were robbed of the opportunity to roll the bones. So, to settle things in the universe, you will roll one final time and receive one final rune to help you on your journey.
Does somebody want to volunteer, or do we have to draw lots?
Maybe it should.
Have I rolled any?
Has Pinwin rolled any?
I don't think it.
No, I think it was
Pinwin
just you
didn't
and
roll any.
Gorbel.
So, Willem, we can rock, paper, scissors in the dark.
I mean, do you want to roll the bones?
I always want to do anything that's new.
Then go for it. I'm tired of having really bad shit be my burden to carry.
Well, I already have like a whole plate, like 2 places on my back. So, I mean,
Uh-huh.
that have been
This is time sensitive.
okay.
Not to interrupt. You
I'll
only
roll.
have 10
Go ahead,
days
Pinwin,
until
and I
the
push
zenith.
Pinwin forward.
Wait, 10 days until the zenith. What does that mean?
Yeah, what's a zenith?
Until we get a new TV.
You are aware of the time constraints before things can no longer be decided, correct?
Yeah, but we've been all up and down time and stuff. So we don't even know how much time has passed.
You have 10 days. On the 11th day will be the new year, spring, as we are beginning thaw right now.
Shit.
We have so much to do in 10 days.
Pinwin, roll the bones.
Yeah, I'm going to roll these bones now.
I will allow you to roll the bones twice and choose which number you would like.
You get to
And-
bone at advantage.
And this large
Halfling luck.
polyhedral bone with 20 sides on it appears in front of you with different symbols. Go ahead and roll a d20, Pinwin,
Oh, Lord.
twice. And then you get to choose without any further knowledge which number you would like.
Oh my
Oh.
god. That's
Did you
like
just
the
roll
lowest.
2 ones?
No, a 1 and a 2.
And then a 1. Lowest I've ever rolled in my life. I'm
But
pretty
aren't
sure.
they just assigned to things?
We don't
It's
know
not
what they
actually,
mean.
like,
Yeah, we don't know, but
But-
Could he technically re-roll the 1?
Because halfling.
halfling.
Does
luck.
it work for bones?
Do you have a do you have a coin to flip?
Yeah.
All right.
We do.
Heads, you can use halfling luck. Tails, you can't.
Oh my.
That's heads.
All right, you can use halfling luck to re-roll
Yay.
again.
If I roll a 2 again, or if it's 3, that'd be so stupid. Oh
It
my
was
God,
3.
It's 3. 1, 2,
So
3.
you re-rolled the 1.
Yeah. So 3 or 2.
Okay, so as the bone landed on 1, it then slowly shifted to 3, and so now you have 2 and 3 from which you can choose.
I think 3.
If we look at trilogies, 2 is almost undeniably the best.
But it's
Really?
also the one with the worst stakes and bad stuff happening.
That's true.
I'm
And there
drawn
was-
to the 3,
There was
and I don't know
Die
why.
Hard 2, Die Harder. That was the worst of the trilogy.
Yeah. They brought it back with
But
a
the dark-
vengeance.
Yeah, with a Vengeance was the best, but The Dark Knight.
So you're choosing 3.
I'm choosing 3.
We're just having this conversation.
So choosing 3 gives you the Traveler rune. This rune is someone seeking to find their place. Whether or not they ever do is up to them.
That's
the
it?
description.
Fuck.
Hobo. We got the Hobo rune.
Essentially. Rail people.
Would 2 have been way cool?
Dunno.
And runes are always people that we've encountered, right?
At this stage in the campaign, probably. If it was early on, then maybe not, but...
Who is always...
Here's my wallet. Hobo code. You can't stab me.
Is there somebody always showing up randomly at places that, like, ooh.
Chaos
Maybe
Company?
maybe it's Vocha.
That'd be cool. If he's there and not dead,
That'd be really convenient if he was there and he was the rune.
that would be.
Should we get out the rune map?
Oh, yeah. Well, they show up on it. Mm.
Yeah.
Em, do you need anything more from us?
I will allow you the space to use the rune map.
Thanks,
But I
pal.
will
Thanks,
say-
man.
The receiver of the rune master very soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh shit.
Well, let's find out. Let's try to decide who this other rune is, because that might.
Yeah, let's see if
Narrow down our
let's see if
choices.
Vocha's here and if he's the traveler rune. That would solve that. And we need to go to the manor.
Okay.
Let's
map.
finish going up the street.
We can still see the runes without the rune master, because I thought he
Oh,
was
yeah,
saying
map-
the runes
map it.
don't work right now.
Map quest.
Do I still have the map?
You still have the map.
Do the
I pull
runes
out the
not
map.
work right now?
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
So the map appears, expands, and it's kind of a blank slate at the moment.
Yeah.
What?
Doesn't work.
Well, you see the contours of the entire continent.
Yeah, I
Or
think
up.
you have to tell it which one you're looking for. Maybe.
Oh, right.
Well, yeah,
That
try
one.
doing that first.
Yeah. Phew.
All right. Let's find the traveler rune.
Yeah.
It narrows the scope
Survey
from
says.
Argaria to Veldalin, and from Veldalin it shrinks in almost to the center of the nation and zooms in, and you guys are looking over the Atreus Plains and the Dreywitch, and it zooms in, and you can see the lake appearing, the Dreywitch Lock just outside, that which Wolves Rest butts up against, and it zooms in right over Wolves Rest, and a little blue dot beep, appears.
Stick.
Nice.
Let's go.
Can we tell where it is in Wolf's Rest?
You can't. It's not that exact, but
Everyone look for a blue dot.
The Google Maps van hasn't actually gotten down all the streets of Wolf's Rest
We-
yet.
we
so
last
you can't do
left-
the street view.
We last left Vocha in the town square by the tavern, I think.
But they were in wooded area where the dragon went off.
What?
The black dragon that, Lance's dragon flew off, like, not there.
Flew off from Wolf's Rest.
We know the dragon
it flew off and away.
We knew the dragon flew away, but that doesn't mean anything. Like,
But if they convened there and then decided to have the dragon
There where?
do that, where the dragon was.
You just
Which
saw it
is-
in the sky.
Yeah, which is where
Oh.
where are you thinking the dragon was? Is what our line of questioning is.
I thought it was like in a wooded area, and I saw it take off from a wooded area.
I know
So I
that
thought that was the description.
I
No,
initially.
you saw it flying out of the city.
I don't think
Gotcha.
it doesn't really matter where it was. I know that I initially suggested that it perch on top of the manor so it wouldn't freak people out.
That's
Mhm.
most likely where it came from.
But yeah, I mean, you didn't see the airship fly away, so that could mean that they're still around. So we should at least look at the tavern.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay, we should do that. Yeah. Let's do that. Hey,
Ura, as you guys are there, Ura kind of walks up. Am I still the rune keeper? And M's head like swivels and looks, and you can see M like breathe in. You are still the rune keeper, and you must keep whoever is decided as the rune master safe. Go. And then everything fades, and you guys are no longer in the shop. You guys are in an alleyway between two buildings in Wolf's Rest.
And I start walking ahead. As we're walking, I ask Ura, do you have any opinions on the Rune Master? Like, who would you see being able to serve for however long it would take?
Somebody who is even-tempered, somebody who will not abuse the powers of the Rune Master.
Can Lewin be a ruin?
Lewin is in ruins.
Yeah.
I do not have a preference necessarily. I would just like somebody that I can get along with. Someone worth following. Someone great.
Someone great.
But no strong preference.
If you had the crossbow to my head.
I wonder if a Karagar would work.
I was gonna say Drexel
Hexel!
or Hexel. Yeah, Drexel was the bad one.
Yeah, I was thinking
bad.
Balar, but
Yeah,
Or-
Balor's a pretty cool dude.
he's a
But
leader
Hexel.
type.
One of your children.
So as you guys
That's me.
are walking out of the alleyway, you see there's a crowd of people kind of gathered around almost to where the marketplace is. There seems to be some sort of hubbub. And from the center of the crowd, suddenly you guys see a blue light. The same kind of blue light that you saw before when activating runes. Someone in that crowd is your rune. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
We just go around shaking people. Are you the rune? Is it you?
Give me back my rune.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me why you guys deserve 5 points of boon.
Getting gifts. That was hard.
Was it?
Wasn't hard for me.
Yoink.
Role playing.
Why, thank you. May I have another, sir?
Role playing that Gorbel's sword is still the cause of our problems.
Having sweet ass performance with 2 swords.
Yeah. Walking on into that Jello house.
Yeah.
The fuck, Jello? What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. But once
Where
I
did that
thought of
come
it, now I
from?
can't unsee it. So
God, I hate Jello.
Why?
Love
What?
it. We've talked
It's
about
not
this,
good.
but
It's
I love
disgusting.
it.
You
I
guys
love
are
Jell-O.
freaks.
So
Leave us a
good.
comment if they're freaks.
Or maybe we're freaks. Maybe it's weird
Or
we
leave
like
us
Jell-O.
a comment if we're not freaks. How
No.
about that?
No, don't leave us a comment unless it's their freaks.
Mm. Or if you're trying to bring back bad dong and big porn.
Yeah. Instagram's
All right.
weird.
You guys get 5 points of boon.
Cool, I didn't do anything.
And it's restarting, right? So now it's 5.
Yes.
Yep. You guys are back. You started at 0.
We have 10 in-world days to get back to 100.
Remember when I
At
rolled
this
a 1?
point, I'm
a
not even
2,
gonna
and a
keep
3?
track because
Oh.
math.
All right.
Ooh, here's a question.
Now-
Do our boon points transfer to our next character?
No.
Fuck.
That'd be dumb.
That
You're
would be.
dumb. Your jello hating
And
ass.
a freak. I'm a dumb freak.
Your jello hating ass. So
Yeah.
All right, now it's time for tonight's MVPC. We're getting sued.
Beetlejuice.
Sorry, we are fucking this
All
up.
right. I want you guys to tell me who deserves an additional 5 points of boon. That is the most valuable player character. Decide who among you in this week's episode deserves that special. I'll give you a few moments to decide, but for the audience's benefit, Willem is 1, Tomar is 2, Pinwin is 3, and Gorbel is 4. After I count to 3, I'll have you guys hold up the corresponding fingers to the person you are voting for. So take a moment, decide, and then we will vote.
That's why I chose number 3. 'Cause
Sterling.
Pinwin's 3. I'm like, I like this number.
I want more Sterling.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get more, Sterling.
Ooh.
I can't wait for Sterling to pop up in the next campaign in like 2 years
Yeah.
and maybe like, oh,
Jello house.
fuck Jello.
All right, does everybody know who they're voting for?
Yeah.
None of you sound sure.
Yes.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, vote. Hold them up. Keep them up. We've got, I can't see. Do you have another finger there, Billy?
Your
I
hand
can't
is
see.
so close.
Okay, so we've got 2 votes for Pinwin, 1 vote for Gorbel, and 1 vote for Tomar.
Oh.
Gorbel, why'd you vote for Tomar?
Because he identified my sword.
Did you do that in this episode?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the other sword. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Is that the only reason?
Yeah.
Okay. Pinwin, why'd you vote for Gorbel?
Because always like a true friend. I feel like when Pinwin runs where he's not supposed to, Gorbel goes too, and I
Mhm.
appreciate that. She's always looking out. And then her sword fun. And when she did this, that was fun.
It was fun.
All right. Willem, why'd you vote for Pinwin?
Because he was able to give me at least a little bit of closure about Yarfrey. Just lost an uncle, and then he tried to, much to Willem's dismay, comfort him, and just showing up with the usual gusto and spirit that Pinwin does.
Very nice. Tomar, why'd you vote for Pinwin?
I too thought the forced love against Will was very sweet, and I also appreciate his curiosity. Like we could have easily just kept going and not gone into the house at all
Seth
because
would've been
there's
like, oh.
there's more pressing shit at hand. But Pinwin was just like, nope, I'm going in. So I mean,
When you're presented with a Jello house, you go in the Jello house.
yeah, you described that Jello house exactly like a Jello house. So anyway,
All right. That means tonight's MVPC is Pinwin Dingleroot.
Dingle.
Woo!
Take your 5 points of boon and maybe figure out what Jello actually is. All right.
maybe we're just
that
eating
is-
the wrong stuff.
That's it for tonight's episode. Thanks to Chad Piper for that awesome intro song. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. Thanks to all of you listeners and you patrons, 2 of which have influenced NPCs in today's episode. Giving a shout out to both Dustin and Emmerich, who have influenced 2 of the NPCs you met today.
What did
So
Dustin do?
Sterling.
The other one.
The tiny little cute bunny.
That's what I was like, is that
things.
Dustin?
I want to see who Trevor comes up with.
More puppy
yeah,
and
maybe
cat.
you shall. But so hopefully
Thanks,
you
guys.
two appreciated that. Thanks to you
Yeah.
listeners, though. Thanks for continuing to download, liking, and subscribing. And if you'd like a chance to make an NPC in this campaign, please check out our Patreon and look at some of the tiers, because one of them allows you to develop an NPC with me to varying degrees. Now, please go to our iTunes account or not our account, but our page and
Steal
rate
our
us.
shit.
Log in.
Log in.
Hack that account.
Yeah. Please identity theft all of us. I could definitely use it. These times are tough for excitement.
Hey, if you got a do-over, you know.
No. Check out our iTunes page, and if you are so absolutely benevolent, you would be considering rating us. Please consider rating us 5 stars. Leave a review, and we will read it on the podcast. But that's it for tonight, folks. Once again, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. I am your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to.
Jello!
Bye.
It's alive!
Bye.
Of a
Billy, what are you
memory.
looking at?
Oh, his cat.
It's a cat.
Okay, I thought
Is it?
yeah.
Is it your cat?
Is
It's
it a ghost?
cat.
Hey.
Watson's
Spooky.
upstairs.
He goes, meow.
Meow, ha, 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 ha. Meow, boo.
Tomas can laugh on command as a cat.
Yeah, that's very convincing.
Which is impressive.
I'm a method actor. I also
Now I
licked
cat
myself
actor.
I
earlier.
lived as a cat for 6 months.
That'd be such a
Litterboxes
great
suck.
life. Just laying in my bay window.
You would absolutely be a cat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, don't touch me.
Okay. What?
5-year anniversary.
Años.
How long have you guys been together in total?
I started dating her in 2011, I think.
When did she start dating you?
2 years before.
I was going to say last week.
Remember we got married. Oh! That was a really elaborate birthday party. And from Valtel.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, we've got sirens.
They found you.
Okay.
Well, see you guys later.